All right, Joran.
Hi.
Obviously, a really tough draw over the weekend. Now heading back home against Nashville, a team that you guys played recently. Just kind of, what's the mentality of the team right now?
Yeah, I think, of course, frustrated draw at DC, so the team is like willing to push more because we know we were dominating, we had like the chances and stuff like that, but it was not enough, and that's on us, that's on no one else, because I felt we could have done more, like especially in the final third. So like the week has been really like try to push, to score, to find chances, to like open space, to just find a way to score more goals like we used to be, because in the past few games we haven't been scoring like as much as we used to be. So just trying to get back to where we used to be.
And when you look at Nashville, a team, like I said, you played recently, just that's still fresh in your mind, the result that you guys had.
Yeah.
How much is that going to play into this weekend? And having played them so recently, just being aware of what they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the game we had over there was like not our best game at all. Was not a good game, but like I felt, of course, we want to revenge. Of course, we want to like win against them, but we more focus on like us and how we're going to do things, and also like to climb the ranking for the league. So yeah, I just felt we more focused on us basically than them. But we know what they can do, so we also like work on what they can do for sure.
Just looking at your first year professionally so far, how have you kind of found it in terms of just dealing with adversity? Obviously, you had your injury as well, but just in terms of getting your playing time, feeling comfortable in the system here, just kind of overall, what have you kind of felt?
No, I'm feeling really good. I felt like it's been a really good first part of the year because we're going to the most important part of the year. So I felt like, yeah, I really like it so far. I'm feeling more comfortable. Of course, I had like the frustrating injury happen at the not the worst time, but like I know a good time because I was start getting more comfortable and more starts. But it is what it is. So yeah, just try to focus on what I can bring to the team and what I can do to make the team better. That's it.
Just curious, what was in your mind when you first arrived for your first day of training after being drafted?
Just try to show like I can play here and just try to show like I have the level to be part of the team.
What's the adjustment been like coming from college to this, and obviously going through the injury and now back, and kind of ramping up as the most important part of the year comes right now?
I think it's more mentally than anything else because of course it's a big jump from like college to MLS, but I felt for me it was more like technically like so I'm pretty comfortable. So it was more like in college you have a lot of transition time. In MLS you have a little bit less because players have more technical abilities. So that's where like to be honest I feel more comfortable because you can like play a little bit more. But yeah, no, just try to be strong mentally because after the injury it was like a little bit hard because it happened like this. I was not expecting, I was not feeling anything, and it just happened like this in training. So I was like, oh. But yeah, no, just because I felt mentally is like is a big part of the game now. So we have to be very strong mentally.
What's kind of your conversations been like with Oscar as you get back and kind of your role continues to increase?
I mean, yeah, just try to, like it always told me, just try to be yourself and just try to bring what you can bring the best to the team, which means like just be behind the line, but just try to get the tempo of the team, to try to organize stuff. Defensively, just be like, the sweeper guy, like in front of the defense. So try to do my best.
What have those conversations been like with your teammates, some of the veterans on this team, as you kind of try to soak up everything and kind of try to fit in, I guess, is like for a better term, early on?
To be honest, it's been really easy because they've been like really helping me a lot at the beginning. They've been like really like cool guys, and they didn't like like sometimes you can have a college guy and you like a little bit like how he's going to be, and I felt like I've been like really well implicated to the team, so I'm really happy for that. All good.
All right, Oscar. Obviously, a tough result over the weekend in DC. Now you get right back to it. You're playing Nashville, a team you guys played a couple weeks ago now.
Right.
Just how's the team feeling heading into this weekend? And obviously, with that recent game against Nashville, just how much are you guys kind of itching to get back?
Right. No, good. And still in DC, the game that we should have won for all what happened within the game, we took the point in an away game that in some point hopefully we can make a difference. Also knowing that at this point with these matches that come so important for us, the urgency to add 3 points and try to put ourselves in a better position towards the playoffs. We're conscious, but at this time, the boys know we let other competitions outside. We get back in the sea. Now we hope that we can have these routines again with the matches that are coming.
Just when you prepare for a team like Nashville, like I said, you played them fairly recently. What are you kind of expecting from them this time at your own house?
Right. Nashville has been a challenging team this year. I think their level and the players and all what is happening, it just showed a team that has quite a much more quality, and we recognize that. But the same as us, I think we have almost in the same position. I think if we win in the game, we can pass by them, and then important game. We understand the magnitude of the compromise that we have over the weekend. And by the way, we like our fans to come and join us in such an important game.
Just kind of talking about the importance of this game, but also just considering 5 games left in the regular
Right.
season, especially games at home. How much of an importance do you put on being able to?
Very important. Yeah, very important. Each one of them, and as you mentioned, especially the ones at home, is something that we're conscious, and but we in this industry and we as footballers, we understand well.
I want to ask about Joran a little bit and kind of his development this year as a first-year guy with you guys. And what did you see when you drafted him, when he first got out here, to kind of where he's at now?
Right now, just begin. He's given big steps into his career. After that patch where he was injured, he recovered very well, and now what I see is a player who has assimilated much more information. I think the cohesiveness that he has with the other ones in the middle or in between the lines, all those things make us better. So we're happy on Jordan's development. Has done a great job. The coaches as well. He's trying to push them to a level that he didn't know, but he was able to cope with.
There's obviously a learning curve for any first-year guy, but when you have the injury on your sideline for a little bit, did you think at this point it would click kind of this quickly for him this late in the year when games are this important?
Joran?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He would have, if it was not because the injuries, he would have probably more consistency on the games. But he's young. He's coming from a different process, and what he merged into our team, all what we have seen has been positive.
What can his role be on this team moving forward when these games are so critical? And I guess there's extra importance on picking up points.
Well, he's a midfielder, and he will do that job and all what it requires to be a midfielder, especially in Orlando City. We asked them a lot of energy. We asked them a lot of connectivity with the ball, a lot of participation and protagonism on the games. And trying to control the middle is not an easy thing to do, and he has the talent and the qualities to do.